Greetings, everyone, and welcome to our SBC Founders Meeting. Today is Wednesday, the 18th of September, 2024. And I'm so happy, guys. A lot of things happening. I'm sure you must have seen that the admin is doing everything to relaunch SBFC 2. Okay, I hope that you guys have seen it, SBFC 2. You guys are verifying to see how much you are going to earn. Of course, imagine that is going to be launched at $30. That is huge. So you can notice a lot of things. Admin is making sure that we benefit from what we have earned so far. And I hope you know the history of SBFC. Many of us, we have SBFC. And guys, this is going to be very, very exciting. That shows us that the admin is doing everything possible to get what truly belongs to us and put it into our hands. So there's a lot of effort. We all have to say kudos to the admin. So he's here, right here. I'm sure he will be telling us a lot about this and further information on this. All you need to do is to stay muted. I don't know if there'll be Q&A at the end of the day, but just make sure that you listen to the admin. He'll be coming in with lots and lots of information. Greetings to you, admin. How are you doing today?
Greetings. I'm doing well. Thank you, Mbe. So I apologize. I'm having a little bit of allergies today. So where I live, and I kind of suffer from allergies. And this time of year, when the weather starts to get a little cooler, I get some allergy issues. So I will try to be clear in talking today. We've got a lot to go over. And as Mbe said, we got to talk about SBFC 2. We have to talk about our SBC Gold goals. There's a new reward that we put into place, and we're going to talk about our price protection schedule and how you can take advantage of using your SBC Gold for your SBC BO when that price protection is no longer in effect. So let's get started. Today is September 18th, 2024. As Mbe said, it's a lovely Wednesday. Welcome again, founders, and let's start digging in to what we've got. Did you start the recording, Mbe?
Yes, admin.
Okay, great. So let me go ahead and share. And okay, so on our dashboard, our membership is at 5,353. Now it's a little bit higher than last week at this. It gets better at 5,600, and then of course it keeps getting better all the way through. So the SBC Gold gift is still on the table, but we have to reach our membership goals in order to receive that gift. I wanted to make an announcement regarding our 50 USD to SBC Gold reward that is currently in effect for the month of September. Due to the new SBC Gold gift that we're going to be giving when we reach our goals here, we're going to go over that in the blog. We're going to discontinue the sponsor reward in SBC Gold. So just keep that in mind. This is the last month that's going to take effect. So if you want to take advantage of that, where you need 25 plus for every 25, you get 50 USD in SBC Gold. That is going to be ending this month, so not going into October. So make sure that you want to take advantage of that. You take advantage of that now. You've got about 14 days towards the end to the end of the month. All right. So going on, we can see that the SBC Gold current price has recovered quite a bit since we put price protection into effect. Now, I want to tell you guys, orders in queue, this is down here. This is where we keep track of the orders. Orders were processed today. There were 7, I believe, yesterday. So they are processed every 12 hours or so. If you are looking to acquire SBC Gold, and why wouldn't you, especially with what we've got going on here? We're going to go over that in the blog. You can help us recover the price. And we've already done a significant price recovery. If we go to look at the chart right here, you can see that around September 8th, the price was increasing. And then through the 9th, 10th, 11th, it started to decrease. We put price protection into place, and it is increasing. It's not increasing rapidly, but it could increase rapidly. And with your help, we will reward you for such. So keep that in mind as we go through our next blogs. So I've been mentioning price protection a couple of times. Probably wondering, what is price protection? What are we doing? So SBC Gold is it's a smart coin, and it's a smart coin in the fact that we designed it with features and functionality and rules and regulations in place. So if you have any questions about any of those, right there, the SBC Gold quick information sheet, that is our white paper that tells you what we're doing. That has not been updated for our current situation, but it is 99.9% accurate. And if you have any questions about what we're doing or how we're doing it, that information is there. But our price protection schedule, I did a mini meeting and recorded a video where I went through this entire blog. So I'm not going to go over it into too much detail, but I'm just going to go over the charting and let you know where we're at. So in our 05 cycle is where we're at right now. Our goal is to reach 5 cents. So in our recovery goal for SBC Gold, we need to reach a 3-day average of 5 cents per coin, meaning that SBC Gold is going to reach 5 cents and remain at that price for 3 days. At that point, SBC Gold will then be accepted for SBCBO. We'll turn that on. And we will continue to accept SBC Gold until such time as the price drops to 0.04. If it drops to 0.04, we're going to suspend receiving SBC Gold, go back to USDT. And during this time, no SBC Gold to USDT swaps are going to be permitted. So when we complete the cycle, so we reach 5 cents, and then if we get down to 4 cents, then we're going to stop everything and go back to USDT. And then we're going to begin the 06 cycle. So what that means is that SBC Gold has to recover to 6 cents, which it's currently never been at 6 cents. It's been close to 5 before, but it has never been at 6 before. So we are pushing the requirements a little further out there, giving our membership incentive to work towards those goals. So when we reach 6 cents for a 3-day average, then we will open up SBC Gold to be used as your SBCBO, and then we'll monitor it again. And if it falls to 0.05 this time, then we will enact price protection. And during the cycle, no swaps from SBC Gold to USDT are going to be permitted. Then we're going to go into the 07 cycle. And this is another push to a higher price. We get to 0.07 and we stay there for 3 days. We will open up SBC Gold for being able to accept it for SBCBO. And then we'll watch it. And if it gets to 6 cents, we will discontinue it. Now, in this cycle, we may permit the swapping of USDT or SBC Gold to USDT. That really kind of depends on the membership at the time. There's not a lot of members utilizing SBC Gold, and there's a lot of our members don't even know that SBC Gold exists. So a lot of our pre-buyers, they are invested, and that's one of the reasons why the price protection is in place, is because we are protecting the price for what our investors invested in. So if we go back to the dashboard, we take a look at the price chart. right around in this range over here. It's hard to see, but right around August 18th, that is when we put SBC Gold into the wild, and the price went up significantly. Our pre-buyer members came in down here in June and May, and their pre-buys have been building and building and building. And they got a nice little pump right around August 18th. And we are staying above that pumping price. It was starting to get down there around September 8th and into the 15th. It was starting to go down, and now we are going back up. And you can't see it on the chart here. I guess it's, but nope, sorry. Can't see it on the chart here, but 0.05 is where we're heading. And when we get there, that's when we're going to turn on SBC Gold for your SBC BO. So going back to the blog, here's a little quick chart. So cycle 5, 5 cents. Price protection kicks in at 4 cents. No swaps. Cycle 6, 6 cents. Price protection kicks in at 5 cents. No swaps. And cycle 7, 7 cents is our goal. And at 6 cents, we kick in price protection. Maybe we will allow swaps. We don't know. We'll find out. There's also some more details on SBFC down in here in this blog, but we're going to go over that separately. So that is the price protection. So when we refer to price protection, that's what we're referring to. It's just we take SBC Gold and we do the swaps internally. So how can you help here? How are you able to help? Very easy, very simple. Go up to the new exchange, go to SBC Gold swap USD to SBC Gold, and you can purchase SBC Gold here. Now, before I get into the blog, there's a video here that has details on how to do this. And all you need to do is take a look at your wallet, make sure that you have enough USDT, and make sure that you have enough BNB. And it shows you right here what you have available. One simple swap of $7 per day, or multiple swaps of $7, even smaller swaps, are going to help push that price up. And as you can see, the price has already been increasing, and only 15 or so swaps have actually even occurred. So 15 members have purchased over the last couple of days SBC Gold, and you can see the tracking of the price already. It's quite significant just in those 3 days. Okay. So back to our blog. I want to go over our updated SBC Gold goals. So this is a new promotion that we're putting in place that if we reach a certain goal, we will enact some rewards. So as the poster says, SBC Gold price goal is 0.055. So SBC Gold rewards are going to kick in where you buy up to $33 of USDT in SBC Gold, and you're going to receive 50% more of that. And that will be each month when we reach our price goal. So going over this, over the years, we've gained invaluable experience, and I'm proud to say that we are continually progressing towards our goal. It has been just over a year since I took over administrator of this noble community, and I must say that it's been a journey with every step. Our mission of bringing financial freedom to all humanity is far from over, but we are closer to achieving it every day. I even have another announcement that we will go over towards the end of the presentation. We're going to try and work a new opportunity in that our community can take advantage of. So as we move forward, I'm excited to announce the next step in our journey. We are focusing on those who are actively helping the community grow, especially by expanding our membership. Reaching our goal of 10,000 members, and by the end of 2024, requires a collective effort of everyone in the community. Simply paying your subscription fee and standing by isn't going to get us there fast enough. Only through active participation can we reach the finish line. So I'm calling on every member to contribute so that we can achieve this goal and prepare for the launch of our private funding system in 2025. So with that in mind, we've created a plan that rewards everyone, especially those putting in the work. We've removed SBC Gold from the open market, the wild, and to protect its price from falling too low, which could negatively impact our major investors. Our current strategy is to keep SBC Gold within the community and to grow its value in a sustainable way. So we will reintroduce SBC Gold to the open market once again, but only after we've built its liquidity to a level that minimizes significant price fluctuations. Now, just because the liquidity is there doesn't mean that SBC Gold is strong. What is required of SBC Gold, what's required of our community, is for each and every one of our members to hold a little bit of SBC Gold, to actively purchase SBC Gold, to drive the price up, and to increase the depth of our holdings. So we have allocated over 5,000 custodial wallets to our system, and those are known quantity. Those custodial wallets are protected. No one can hack them. No one can access them. Nobody can do anything with them that we don't permit to happen. So those are very safe little places. We're not going to lose it. You're not going to lose it. If your phone gets broken, you're still going to have your SBC Gold. It's not going anywhere. You're never going to lose it. The only way that you could lose it, however, is in a situation where you abandon your account. And there's a disclaimer at the bottom of every blog. It's been posted now for almost all of this month. And our abandonment policy is pretty simple. We pay for your custodial wallets. If you don't keep your custodial wallet active by keeping your account active, we're going to remove the funds from that account. We're going to reassign that wallet to someone else. When we do that, we will put your funds into a cold storage, and any funds that you earned as a gift or some sort of promotion or whatever like that, we're going to reclaim those funds and you're going to lose them. If you have funds that you purchased yourself, if you purchased SBFC, if you purchased SBC Gold, if you have any USDT or if you have any BNB in those custodial wallets, all of that information will be stored and it will be saved. And all you have to do is just come back to the community, get your account active again, and we will restore those funds. So that is that's our abandonment policy. Your funds aren't going to be taken from you, but again, we pay for those. We pay for those custodial wallets. So if you're not going to use them, we're going to assign them to somebody else, and your funds will just be relocated. Okay. So going on. So the key question: how do we grow the value of SBC Gold daily? It's been on my mind. I'm sure it's on your mind, and we've all considered it. To achieve this, we have to collectively increase the price to a certain level, after which we will allow members to use their SBC Gold to pay for their subscription fees. More details are in that price protection blog. But as we work forward to this goal, it's essential that everyone who helps to drive the price of SBC Gold upward is fairly compensated. So below is a table that outlines the reward structure for those who invest in our coins through their custodial wallets. By reviewing the chart, you're going to see the rewards you stand to gain by purchasing SBC Gold using USDT through your custodial wallets. And let's take a closer look. So as our price increases from 0.035 to 0.065, you can see that a $7 investment, the blue line, so this is a $7 investment, is going to get you a return, and that's the green on this one. So for a $7 investment over the course of a price changing from 0.035 to 0.065, you are almost gaining a 100% increase. So you're getting $6 on your $7 as the price is increasing. Now, of course, this is just a standard little chart. It's very easy to show, but you can see where just a small increase in the price can really benefit what you're doing. So imagine if you had $700, or if you had $7,000 in SBC Gold. That $7,000, by the time that the price got to 0.065, would increase by $6,000. So look at the chart and see how that could work for you. Now, our goal is to bring the price to 0.055. if we get to 0.055, we are going to activate a new reward. And that reward is going to give you up to 50% of your monthly swap. So if you do $7, we are going to give you $3.50 after the price has hit 0.055. So once we hit 0.055, then we're going to give you an additional reward at the end of that month, and that will be a retroactive reward. So all of your purchases that you've made in that particular month. So let's just say, for instance, if we get up to 0.055 by the end of September, then any purchases that you've made up to $33 in USD will be matched 50%. So you'll get 50% on top of that. So that 50% is going to be just enough for you to be able to afford an SBC Lite payment for someone else. So that's where the benefit comes in, where we're helping our community, where we can give you SBC Gold if you do an investment of $33 this month, and we reach a price point of 55 cents, 0.055, sorry, cents, then we will give you up to $17 in return, and then you can use that towards someone's SBC account. Of course, it's totally up to you, but it is in everyone's interest to utilize your SBFC to activate another person's account. So when we had SBFC being accepted for our SBCBO, one thing that I was expecting, one thing that I hope that you were looking forward to as well, was that our membership number would start increasing. You have all that SBC Gold. It's been earning, and it's made 750% gain since it started. Why didn't we activate more accounts? Why didn't we get our numbers closer to the 6,000 goal? Why didn't we start pushing towards 10,000? What is it that's holding our community back? Well, in this particular opportunity here, we're going to give you the possibility of earning some free SBC Gold that you can turn around and use on an account. Now, of course, again, we don't expect you to do that, but we would really sincerely hope that you would do that. The sooner that we get to 10,000, guys, the sooner all of this issues that we have in our lives will be over with. As I said in our economic report a few months ago, $490. I mean, what is the price of gold right now? Let me just take a look real quick. The price of gold. If I can find my price of gold. So if you were to take 1 grain of gold, which is the price of SBC in our rewards, it's $5.35, almost $5.36. So if we were to reach our goal of having the SBC private fund today, within 3 to 6 months, you could start putting $535 in your pocket additionally every single month, and maybe even more. If you're a sponsor, you'd receive more than actually it's even more than that, because you're receiving 2,000 SBC in every paid month. 2,000 SBC every month. So going back to the blog here, I think we're pretty much done with this promotion. Read through that blog. It's very detailed, but we are going to enact a new reward at 0.055 cents. So where are our SBC? So our reward schedule. So going through our September reward schedule, just being an active member, you receive 1,000 SBC. That's $535 in your pocket every month. If you bring in new members, it's another 1,000 SBC. If you pay on time, it's another 1,000 SBC. If your new members also receive 2,000 SBC, one for their active account and then another for being a new member. Returning members, members that come back. If they've been back for more than 2 months, they receive another 2,000 SBC. SBC just continues to grow and grow and grow. There's more opportunities for you to get more than 1,000 SBC every single month. And at the price of $5.35 per SBC, what are we waiting for, guys? Why are we dragging our feet? And I'm sorry to have a little bit of frustration here, but we're really literally dragging our feet. We are at 5,353 members. We've been hovering around this for almost a year now. When we had the SBC share program, we were close to 7,000 members. And those SBC share program people, those members all received SBFC in their accounts. And if you want to know where your SBFC is, you want to know what you've accumulated as an agent, as a donor, or as someone who was part of the share bounty program, you can go up under rewards. You can go to TBC, SBC, and SBFC details. Just yesterday, I sent out over 1,600 transactions to active members who hold SBFC. So if you had TBC, we're matching it 4 times. We're giving it to you in SBC. If you have TBC, it comes at the end of the month. In SBFC, so over the course of the last year, I'd earned through this account 64 SBFC. My deposit's been completed. My deposit date was done there, and it was deposited in my custodial wallet. Right here, I can go to my dashboard. I can go down to my BSC scan, and I can come over here to token transfers, and I can see that I received 64.94 SBFC. So that's it right here. So these were test transactions with those ones right there. That's my earnings in SBFC. So all I had to do was just be an active member, and I received my SBFC. So keep in mind that again, the rewards and the details here. This is going to tell you where your deposit was made. This is going to tell you when your deposit was made. This is going to tell you how much you're going to get, and then that's going to tell you that it's been completed. There's also another section down here, which is SBC Gold gifts. So if you received any SBC Gold gifts and your account is inactive, those are subject to be reclaimed. So if you, this is not a point of contention. A lot of members are like, oh, well, I received 60 or I received 50 or whatever. You know what? That doesn't matter. What matters is this number right here. And what this number here is the number of SBC Gold that we've given you and will continue to give as a gift if we reach the membership requirements. But that number will increase, and all that number is that's what we're going to take back if you abandon your account. So it's right above the abandonment policy. So if I were to abandon my account, I'm going to lose 35 SBC Gold. That's what that means. That's all that means. So if you are, it's not something that you're entitled to. It's not something that you're going to get. All that is that's what you stand to lose in a situation where you abandon your account. So not a lot of members just want to draw some kind of, well, I know I received 50 or I received 60 or something, and it doesn't show that properly there. And I'm like, well, our records show what you received, and you may have received something twice, and that might have been an accident. Well, lucky you. But our records show that 35 SBC Gold was sent to my custodial wallet, and that's what that number is. So if our records are wrong and you have more SBC Gold, then you get to keep it. It's not a big deal if you abandon your account. But if you do abandon your account, we will retract the gift. That's all that's just what that number is. But back to SBC, SBFC 2. This says every Monday, but it's going to be every Tuesday now. Every Tuesday, we're going to go through, and anyone who has not received their SBFC yet will receive it on Tuesday. So we'll go through. If you're an active member, if you're entitled to it, you'll receive it. So you can log into your account. You can see it right here. It shows you how much you're to be issued. It'll tell you if it's completed or not completed. and then it'll give you a deposit date. If there's no deposit date or no deposit address and it says not completed, that's what it means. We haven't completed it yet. Completed means that it should be there, and you can check with your, go to the dashboard, go to the BSC scan, and you'll be able to see it right there. Not a problem. All right. So back to SBFC. So this is the relaunch. Get active and be prepared for $30 per coin. So if you're an active member with USDT or SBC Gold, your SBC tokens are on their way to your custodial wallet. Everyone should have received them by now. The long-awaited moment has arrived, and your tokens are set to bring real value into your hands. So you can track your wallet on BSC Scan, the custodial wallet, like you've been doing with SBC Gold. This is the contract address. It's 18 decimals. And using this format here, using the token address and your custodial wallet address, you can view the amount that has been deposited. So starting on September 21st, we are going to start our investment pool, and we're going to launch SBFC. So we're looking for $35,000 to build up that pool. Admin's going to put some money in there occasionally, and we will also be looking for reaching our $35,000 goal. When we reach that, we will then fund SBFC the same way that we did SBC Gold, but we're going to limit the amount of coins that are in the market in order to launch the coin at $30 per coin. That is our goal. So we're going to launch it at 30. And once it hits the open market, what happens with it from there is totally and entirely up to us. So much like we're doing SBC Gold buys through our custodial wallet, we can do the same with SBFC, and we can get the price growing. We're going to see SBFC grow very rapidly and very quickly. And once we have 3 to 6 months of sustained growth, then we are going to put SBFC into the wild. We're going to start utilizing it again, much like we use SBC Gold in our accounts. So those accounts will be all interchangeable as long as our price and as long as our liquidity supports it. So SBFC2 is going to be very exciting. Any member who is a part of the Share Bounty program, I just want to go in and want to go back to our goals here. So actually what I want to do is I want to go to the statistics. So SBC Gold and SBFC statistics. So down under SBFC, so at $30 per coin, there are over 5,000 holders of SBFC. 1,700 of them are active. So those are our active members. So in this particular case, actually 1,600 were active. So I sent 1,600 SBFC transactions yesterday to those active members. So any transaction you ever received, if it was from a donation, if it was from an agent payout, or if you were gifted or compensated with SBFC for 3 to 6 months with the Share Bounty program, those SBFC are, if you're an active member, those are now in your custodial wallet. If you are an inactive member, and there are many of them, over 4,000 inactive members that have actual SBFC in their account, more than one, which is again worth $30 per coin. So there are a significant amount of members who participated in the Share Bounty program, but it didn't work out the way that they wanted to. It didn't pan out very good, and we are sorry that it didn't work out that well. But here is your opportunity to make it work for you. Many of those members who participated in that Share Bounty program, they received at least one coin every single month for their participation. So $30 is almost it's definitely more than a SBC Lite program payment, and it's close to an SBC full program payment. It's very close. So when you come to reclaim those, when we have the ability to use SBFC for your SBCBO, which will happen within the next 3 to 6 months after we launch, that is still a possibility. So we're really encouraging those 4,078 members to come back, because imagine, guys, if we were able to get those 4,000 members to come back, how close would we be to 10,000? We'd be so close. We'd be 9,353 members. If those 4,000 members that participated in the Share Bounty program came back, put their faith back in our system, and allowed us to show them the way to financial prosperity. You don't have to quit your job. You don't have to get a new job. But what you could do with SBC in just as little as 6 months from now. If we were at 10,000 today, within 6 months, we could start launching that fund. And who knows what the price of gold is going to be in 6 months. But the price of gold right now is the price of gold is $5.35, which your 1,000 SBC gives you a considerable increase in your monthly amount. So how much could you really need more than an extra $500 or $5,000 a month? You can totally earn that very simply, very easily, if we were to reach our goals of 10,000. So if everyone that was on this call went out and brought in one more additional member, whether they be a new member or they would be an old member, we could really make this thing happen. We could punch through to our SBC private fund. We could finally reach our goals. All of the strife that our community has been suffering with will be over with, and a new global economy where our members can start utilizing access to real funds that are backed by gold would just absolutely be amazing. So with that, I want to wrap up the presentation of SBC here. And I wanted to just take a brief couple of minutes to go through something that I came across with one of our members. They put me in touch with an organization called Helping Hearts International. And they are they're a nonprofit. They're a humanitarian organization. And they have a new program that they're putting into effect right now, which they would like to partner with SBC with as well. And we're going to try and see what we can do about getting a partnership portal on our website over the next couple of days. Unfortunately, by the end of this month, their program is going to start activating. So we have to move quickly. But what Helping Hearts is for a single one donation of $10. They set up an account for you, and underneath that account, there's a structure where if we were, say, for instance, if SBC were to bring in, we'd start our own account, and then we were to bring in, somewhere in the neighborhood of 100 or 200 or even 5,000 members underneath our community. What we would be able to do is through this donation program, through all of our members donating, they would be able to kick back a significant amount of money to the SBC community. So with they were throwing some numbers at me that were pretty impressive. With just 5,000 members, we would be able to bring somewhere in the neighborhood of $5 million into our community, $5 million into our community. So can you imagine what $5 million coming back to SBC and being able to put that into SBC Gold or SBFC? Can you imagine what that could bring for our community? It'd be really amazing. and all it requires is just one $10 donation. It's not an ongoing donation. You donate once, you basically do it, and you forget about it. And once it's done, so I'm going to put together as much as I can over the next couple of days. And their funding goal is towards the end of the month, the 21st or 28th of the month. I'm not really sure off the top of my head, but it's really soon. So if our members can participate in that, what we would do is we collect the funds, $10 for each member, and we would just ask you to give us your use your email address and your $10, and then we would buy a chip that would allow us to register you and any of your other accounts that you send in $10 for. There's no need to, multiple donations don't matter. Just one donation is all that we're looking for, all that they're looking for. But you can do one donation for each member of your family, and there are benefits for the donator, and the benefits are pretty significant. After the course of a significant, so say for instance, if their donation program reaches 250,000 donations, there's a significant reward for the initial donors, and it can be as much as $1,000 in the first 3 phases. There's a total of 6 phases or 7 phases altogether. They're only looking for the first 3 phases initially. The time frame, it could be instant, or it could be it could take a month or two. But for $10 donation and receiving somewhere in the neighborhood of like $1,000 or $1,700 back, and that goes to you. That goes to your crypto account. So when you donate, we'll set up your account, and then you log into your account with your username and password, and then you can set up a USDT receiving address on that account, and once the funds process through the system, you'll receive a little bit per day. But as more and more donors donate, you will start to receive a significant amount. So I don't have a lot of the details. I just watched the presentation yesterday. I met with Pierre Schumann of Helping Hearts, and his presentation was pretty amazing. I've shared it with a couple of members so far, and we're going to try and see what we can do about making that happen. But take a look for that. I will put a blog together. Even if we aren't able to make it happen on our website where we are partnering, it's still a very good opportunity for each and every one of you to take advantage of. It's no, we don't have any responsibility towards it or anything of that nature. It's just a partnering kind of thing. It's not like the previous ones that Admin Jack had done. I forget what that one was, at Life Force or whatever. It's nothing like that. It's a humanitarian effort. It's out of South Africa, but they are doing humanitarian efforts globally, specifically in Africa, but also in war-torn areas like Ukraine and in those particular areas. So I'll put together some information on that. It's kind of exciting. I'm sure that Augustine is here. I'm going to go ahead and stop the share, I think. I'm sure that Augustine is here. He might have some feedback to provide with that. And looks like we have a question that we can go ahead and take that one Q&A. And Augustine, if you're listening and you want to have something to say about that, let us know. But let's go ahead and take this Q&A. If anybody's got any questions about what we've gone over, let's address them.
Okay, we have Dr. Godson. That's what's up. Augustine, if you're here, make sure that you raise your hand so that we can see you. Okay.
Thank you, admin. Thank you, Mbe. My question is direct and short. I have a good friend of mine in the community, but he died last month. What
That's
happens
too
to
bad.
what happens to his account? I have one of his sons. The son wants to take over the account, but he's not ready to pay the monthly admin fee.
Okay. So what would need to happen is, does the son actually have an account, or
No,
they just want to take it over? Okay. Are you the sponsor?
yes.
Okay. My recommendation to you is to give us the contact email of the son. Send a ticket in to support. Tell us the account that's in question. We will take a look. So in our accounts, if you go into the your account page, into the profile page, it says that you can name a beneficiary. So if there's no beneficiary that's been named, as long as he can prove that he's the son, then we can do that through a ticket. If there is a beneficiary that's named there, and it's different than
there's no designee. I used to do everything for him.
Okay. Then all we would just need to do is just switch that account over to his son. Is his account not active, or is it active? Do you know?
He pays yearly.
Yearly. Okay. So if the account is still active, then it'll remain active. If the account goes inactive, then whenever the son is ready, they can just come back in and get that account active again. We'd have to take a look at it on a case-by-case basis, but I'm sure if there's any SBC Gold that can be, that's something that the son's going to want to get access to. If there's any SBFC down the road here, when that becomes available, they're going to want to get access to that. Any SBC rewards, those will, obviously go directly to the new account holder, so that shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, just put it in a ticket. Just let support know that you're the sponsor. Give us the son's information, his contact information, and we'll take it from there.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right, Augustine, you're up.
All right, yeah, thank you very much. And I hope I'm coming out very clear.
You are.
All right, so I want to use this opportunity to extend my greetings to everyone and good evening from my end. And I also want to use this opportunity as well to appreciate the good work of the administration. The administration is building like a structural engineer. He's taking his time to build one step at a time. And he's also building like an architect that is taking into consideration beauty versus strength for the community. And I do like the fact that he enacted the price protection policy. That's in fact, that was a golden move, and it's actually benefiting all of us. All of us are seeing how this community can survive in-house, and it's going to benefit all of us. If you have studied how the price protection policy will operate, it is something that will benefit everybody over time. And it's also something that will build the confidence of the members in this community. What I mean by building the confidence of the people is you are sure that the price of SBCG will not drop below a particular level. That boosts the confidence of the people. And as long as that is at the back of the minds of people, they will be confident to pump it to a new all-time high, and that's a good one. Secondly, as the price appreciates, I think someone can go out there and confidently tell them about our gold-backed financial system. They can go out there and tell them that this SBCG will keep going up and that it cannot go down below this value. And of course, they are going to study it for some time and they will see how it turns out. So it's something that will build the confidence of the people. That's one of the things I do like the administration has done. So it will be progressive. I know that as membership grows, the administration will also look at how well the community is going and then put new all-time highs so that the community can balance up and down and all of us will be happy. So secondly, I also want to appreciate the fact that the administration also brought this proposal, this idea of members receiving SBCG. It's a good one. All of us benefited from it, especially 2 months ago and last month, and then finally this month. But the move of taking out that was also a good one because a very good number of us are just doing nothing. All we are doing is just paying subscription fee and then sitting down. Their confidence in the community is not there. Every billionaire should have negotiation skills. That's the primary, should I say, identity of a billionaire. Every billionaire knows how to negotiate. If you are not able to negotiate, then your essence of a billionaire is actually worthless. Because when you look into the likes of the people you know, even the Bill Gates that wants to depopulate humanity, he has negotiated with humanity. And indirectly, humanity has accepted his ungodly plan. But they don't know. He negotiated. Silence is consent. So every member in this community should be of the habit of speaking to people. Even if they don't comply, you are building your confidence. You are stretching yourself, So that's one thing I like the administration for, having brought up that second blog, With this second blog now that has come up, I believe those who wants to make this community happen will happen. If you're among those that are receiving the free gift, it ends this month, So the last one, before I now move into the helping hands, is the fact that with this most recent blog the administration has put, it will unify the community. I am sure that we will get to that 0.05 maybe next week. I'm also sure that we have what it takes to get it to above 0.05 and 0.055. Let's think big. Let's not think small. So many of you are thinking from the perspective of $3. I think you should review it. $3 is good, but $10 is not a bad idea. Sorry, $9 is not a bad idea. $12 is not a bad idea. If you are fortunate and you have what it takes, I think you can go for $33. And don't even stop at there, because many people lack financial wisdom. Let me give us a little of financial wisdom. We are paying emphasis on what we stand to gain, which is the 50%. That's not how an investor thinks. An investor thinks on his returns of investment over a period of time. So if you put in $333, you did well. But if you put in $150, you have done much better. Why? Because in 3 months' time, if the community builds on this momentum, your $150 could be worth $450 or more in 3 months' time. How about in 6 months' time? Let's take away the 50% return on investment or profit you make after 1 month. That's your one-time $150 in 9 months' time could be worth $1,000. If the community continues on this frequency, of course, the community will grow in momentum. Don't forget that the outside are watching the value of our coin. And another thing you should also know is that I don't think that the administration will be releasing SBCG to the wild very soon. Let me explain why. It's simple. I know that there are people in the community who bought from outside. I also know that there are people that were outside. I know someone who bought about $1,700. And if he's able to watch the value of his coin appreciate to a reasonable extent, let's say in the next 12 months, the value of SBCG is $2. And a number of people bought $500. Some people bought $1,200. I saw those people because I'm studying it. Now, what do you think will be the fate of those people when he opens it to the wild? Well, if I was like them, I will sell over 50% of my coin. And what happens to the value of the coin? It will nosedive. and then we'll start from the scratch. Well, I don't think that is what the administration will do. Rather, he would wait for the community to announce itself outside. And those guys will have to become members of the community to minimize the threats that they will pose to us as members. And then they become members and move their coins to their custodial wallets. With that, we can manage that deflection of the coin. This is what I am thinking. And I also think the administration is thinking in line with me. We can't afford to have taken the next 12 months or thereabouts to build the liquidity and manage ourselves using the price protection. And then some individuals will just come because they were lucky to buy it on time, crash the price. No. So what I'm just concluding on before I move to the last point is the fact that the administration is building like a structural engineer. And a structural engineer takes into consideration the strength of materials that they are using to build and what they are building on, the nature of the soil. So admin is taking into consideration a lot of things. He's doing a whole lot of calculations behind the scene. Trust me, you guys can trust this guy. He's doing a good job. And not just trusting him, put your money in this system. That's the point. Put your money in this system because when we succeed together. Failure is not an option. But the thing is, some people will succeed better than the others. I've seen the good work of SBCG. I've seen the excellent job of SBFC. In fact, when I looked at the chart of those who have SBFC, I smiled. You know, only time shall tell better. So finally, I'm sure that we are beginning our banking system next year. I hope you are prepared for it. So the helping hands the administration talked about yesterday, I was fortunate to watch the presentation. The presentation was wow. The presentation was more or less too good to be true, but it is very true. You know, the concept, there are people that are thinking in this life. In fact, in the next few years, there will be a whole lot of individuals, communities that will breed abundance. But what I see is that our own community will be like the reserve currency. There is the euro, there is the dollar, there is the pound sterling. However, the dollar is the generally accepted currency. That's what I think our community will look like. Our currency, SBCG, SBFC, and SBC will be globally adopted. Everybody wants to have some chunk of our coin. You know, however, we are having something to stand on so that we can get to our destination. And that is this initiative that the administration has, you know, shared with me. It's a beautiful one. I am sure that the community will partner with this organization. I am sure that the administration will do everything possible to see that it's going to be mutually benefit each other. That is, it will be mutually beneficial to either side. Their side need us because we have some of the numbers. We need them also so that we can provide some fundings for members of the community to launch our gold-backed system, to build a whole lot of things. So I am sure that more updates will be coming in between now and the end of this week. I want to crave your indulgence. If you're listening to me, please pay attention to this opportunity that the admin is giving us. This has a lot of potential. The one that wows me the most is the fact that there is no monthly subscription fee. It is just a one-time fee of $10 in USDT. And it depends on, it looks like shared bounty, but it's a kind of more advanced concept of shared bounty, you know, and if you're able to put in that money over time, you begin to make your residual return on investment, and it grows and it grows and it grows, and other things will follow, which with time, it will be clear to us. So $10 is something all of us can afford. If you can pay $17 every month, you can afford $10. If we are 5,000 people come in mass, and if we can do that, listen, we can't afford to allow this year pass by without us getting to 10,000. If we can come in around, admin says we can get between 500 to 1,000 people in the community. But I can say if we can cooperate and we come in, give out a one-time $10, then we are sure that before the end of this year, we will have the residual returns from that system to be able to duplicate our membership with ease. This one is no more thinking outside the box. The system is giving us what we need, and we just double, and we keep doubling it. Membership will continue to grow. The admin is not also sitting down. He's thinking of better ways so that before the end of this year, we've gotten to our destination. So I know I've said a lot, but in conclusion, one, if you haven't started investing in SBCG, I want you to start now. It's not late. Two, by the end of this week, we begin next week, we'll start investing in SBFC. Please don't overlook that. Take advantage of it. And then three, this opportunity the administration is bringing to us is going to be excellent. We are all going to become financial moguls in the future. We are all going to become elites of the future. Yes, that's what we be. Sorry?
It's okay, Augustine.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, I think the points are clear, right? Because you have repeated some things over and over again. So the meeting is already too long for those that will be watching it behind.
All right, sorry. Let me sign out. Cheers and God bless you guys. Bye.
All right.
And thank you, Augustine. All right, everyone. So we'll go ahead and wrap that up for today. Again, watch for a blog on the Helping Hands International. That's it's a great opportunity. Even if we can't do it as a overall community, it's definitely an opportunity for you individually. So we'll figure out how to get that information out there. With that, we will go ahead and wrap it up, and let's all say let's continue on to 6,000, because 6,000 is where our membership is going to really shine. So let's continue on to 6,000, and everyone have a great rest of your week.
All right, so everyone on mute.
Let's continue to 6,000. Let's continue building 6,000. Continue la construction des 6,000.
9,000.